Hello fellow Fantasals, welcome to another off-season episode where this time I tried calligraphy. Actually, try again kasi mga 5 years ago na try ko na to but wala naman kasing naging practice na constant. So let's see if kaya ko pa. This class has the basic materials, yung pen holder, nib, ink, yung tracing paper, and the guides. It was led by someone who started doing it as a hobby. So, nakaka-inspire din. So, she quit her full-time job to do this permanently. So, yun, nagbigay ng basic tips on how to handle like the nibs, paano maglagay ng ink. And actually, personally, meron talaga akong struggle kasi left-handed ako. But they were saying, through practice, it doesn't really matter kung left-handed ka or right-handed. So, after a couple of exercises, ito na yung mga nagawa ko. Medyo struggle talaga siya. Nahihirapan ako. Kasi ang basics ng calligraphy is that yung downward strokes dapat makapal, tapos yung pataas dapat manipis. Bilang lagi akong nanggigigil, it was really a struggle for me. Pero the instructor was very encouraging. It really takes practice. Actually, totoo naman, sa lahat ng bagay, wala naman yung first attempt mo na pa-perfect mo kaagad. So, ayan, isang sheet yan din. Paulit-ulit lang yung downward strokes, upward strokes. May mga eksena pang kumakalat yung ink kasi sobra nga yung gigil ko. Pero, it looks like nakukuha ko naman yung rhythm. Pag nakuha mo na, in a way, masasanay ka na rin sa pag-glide, ganyan. Kasi actually, pati nga pag-refill ng ink, it's also a skill in itself. After nung upward and downward strokes na activity, we went to yung mga actual letters naman, uppercase at saka lowercase. It's a different thing yung i-apply mo ulit yung strokes, 2 different strokes, tsaka dun sa aaralin mo mismo yung shape at saka yung parang curve ng mga letters. Ayan na, tinapos ko siya tapos attempt ko kayang isulat yung pangalan ko. O diba? Pwede na. Acceptable. Pero grabe talaga yung struggle niyan. Masakit siya dito sa parang ilalim ng aking kamay. This class is called Sip and Script. So, pwede kang uminom habang nagpa-practice ng calligraphy. So, ayan, uminom ako ng beer. Pero parang hindi naman nakatulong sa skills ko as an amateur calligrapher. Anyway, next we moved on to actual phrases or words talaga. Kasi yung skill na ganito, pwedeng ikaw mismo yung gagawa ng mga cards that you give out to people or sometimes pwede mo din gawing business to pag magaling ka na yung ikaw na mismo yung handmade, you hand letter or like invitations and cards like this. Shinare to nung instructor na this is what she's doing full-time now and mukhang okay naman yung business for her. So, ayan, ito yung tinry ko kasi yung glide niya, yung letters kasi magaganda yung pagkakasunod-sunod. Pero yun nga, bukod sa struggle with the strokes, ewan ko ba kung makalat din yung ink? Ewan, ang dami kong problema sa calligraphy class na to. Anyway, it's just me. It's a fun class at mukhang nag-enjoy naman lahat ng mga fellow participants ko kasi mabait din yung instructor. So, it was held like in this resto pub. So, maganda yung vibe. 1.5 hour lang yung klase. So, back home, as prescribed by the instructor, ayan, nagpa-practice ako sa bahay. Ang hirap kapag wala na yung instructor na nagsasabi kung tama yung ginagawa mo. So, ayan, tinry ko lang. Meron pa rin akong guide niyan sa ilalim. I was just using, hindi siya tracing paper, bond paper. So, tinatry ko lang din isulat yung pangalan ko using the strokes. Ang nahirapan ako talaga, but I don't know. Sabi naman nung instructor, you find the rhythm and you find the nib, you find the style that will work for you. Kasi, nagagawa naman yung style na yan, depende sa kung ano yung nakakasanayan ng kamay mo. Ang isa kong na-realize, yung ganitong klase ng nib, hindi siguro nag-work sa akin. Ewan ko ba. Siguro itatry ko next yung brush calligraphy. Meron na akong a little experience with that. Yun kasi wala yung mga ganitong pagdidip ng ink. Yung brush na mismo, yung downward strokes, kung makapal yung brush, siya na yung magpapakapal nung gagawin mo, diba? So, siguro next time yun ang itatry ko. Pero actually, yung isang style na medyo yun ang ina-apply ko pag feel ko mag-lettering, yung tinatawag na folk calligraphy. Meaning, yung isusulat mo yung letters, lahat in thin strokes, yung lahat downward strokes. Tapos yung dapat na makapal na part, kukulayan mo na lang na parang pampakapal. Yun, tinatry ko yun. I don't wanna say I'm good at it, pero at least nagmumukha siyang lettering talaga, hindi lang parang regular na nagsulat ka lang ng script. Like, for this one, ito, I'm trying that. I'm using, actually, acrylic pen yan eh. So, I'm writing my name again. Tapos, yung supposedly makakapal na parts or pa-downward strokes. Ayan, as you can see, pinapasadahan ko na lang ulit para kumapal. Tingnan natin kung siguro through practice parang magiging katulad na rin siya nung calligraphy na gumagamit ng nib talaga or brush. I don't know. So yan, practice lang din ako. I also tried writing the name of the show. Medyo iba lang yung angulo. So syempre, I'm treating you to my fat hand. So I was trying to write Fantasals using faux calligraphy. And ayan yung resulta nung ginawa ko kanina. So my name and the name of the show. Okay naman, di ba? So using the guide na binigay ng instructor, I also tried writing using still faux calligraphy, yung one of my favorite quotes na, Diyos ko, dati tinay kong i-calligraphize yon. So tingnan nga natin kung may improvement or may difference this time around. Meron akong dalawang paboritong quotes. Actually, hindi naman super favorite. It's just that yun na yung parang lagi kong sinusulat before. Siguro yun yung mga hugot ko sa buhay. At tinry ko din. Yung isa, I was using yung Sharpie, yung regular na Sharpie. Tapos ito, yung Sharpie din, pero manipis lang yung tip niya. So, natapos ko na itong isang mahabang quote. Let me show you yung ginawa ko before. So, ito, ginawa ko siya 2018, I think. Then, ito yung attempt ko with a Sharpie. Ito naman, 2017 ko pa ata yan ginawa. Ito yung ginawa ko ngayon. Di ba, feeling ko nag-improve naman. Anyway, as always, practice lang talaga siguro and, just give time to this kind of skill kasi therapeutic siya eh. At saka, pag nagawa mo ng maganda, tama din naman, pwede rin maging business or pwede rin maging artistic, mo talaga, outlet. Yan, hindi lang perfect ang aking attempt for now, but thank you, fellow Fantasals, for watching this off-season episode. See you again for our regular season coming in a few weeks. Bye!